back. SuicideFantasyFootball.com, Jim. Finishing it up week 5 with the tight ends.
Tight ends are kind of meaningless most of the time in fantasy football.
Nah,
it's really tough. I mean, you got your elite guys, and then you're really grasping at straws. You're making moves. You're doing things. So you're looking more on a week-to-week matchup kind of thing when you're talking about roster moves for a tight end.
I agree. But you know what? If you got to play a tight end, tight ends are really important in fantasy
Absolutely.
football.
I mean, some leagues, the stupid leagues that are not real, make you play a tight end as a wide receiver or whatever. That's ridiculous.
Then it makes only 5 of them worthwhile.
Yep. So my pickup is Benjamin Watson.
Oh.
Not Ben.
Wow.
Benjamin Watson. I told you Brandon Weeden was a pickup as my quarterback. Ben Watson is definitely somebody who you're looking at, especially this week, going up against the Giants. If you need a filler, a stopgap, he's somebody I'd be looking at
Jim,
this week.
I don't know what I'm going to do if next week you say you want Greg Little to be a pickup.
Even if I want Greg Little, I'll never say
You're scaring me.
I'll never say
They're going to pick Evan Moore back up, and am I going to have to talk about
He's
Evan
still
Moore
on the
again?
team.
No, he's not. He's cut.
slow and white.
He's cut. He's
Okay.
gone. They got rid of him.
Okay.
Someone else picked him up, I think.
Okay.
All right, my ad is another big white guy, Scott Chandler. I'm not saying play him this week, although if you really need someone, he could get end zone targets. He is probably one of the most targeted players in the end zone for the amount of time he plays, for the amount of plays he's on the field over anybody. So I like Scott Chandler.
Coincidentally, my sit this week is Scott Chandler.
Okay.
Because he's playing against the
Hey, I agree.
It's a tough defense to play. I would say I wouldn't necessarily disagree with your logic of picking him up. If he's available in your league, people are probably not going to pick him up this week because he's playing against the Niners. So I would pick him up and sit him on the bench. I wouldn't play him this week, but I'd pick him up if he's available.
Picking him up and sitting him. My sit's Jacob Tammy. I'm with Jim, and we've been both saying it since before the season started. Yeah, Peyton Manning's more familiar with Jacob Tammy, but Joel Dreesen is a better tight end and a better fit in Denver. And you're going to see it little by little to where Dreesen will still be the starter by week 8. And Tammy, you're just going to see drop off little by little until he needs nothing.
Slowly fade away.
Yep. Who's your drop?
My drop is Dante Rosario. He's got injury problems. He was my pickup. Listen, I'm not ashamed to drop somebody that I said to pick up. I am a ruthless NFL fantasy football owner. 1 week you're my baby, next week you're out with the garbage. Dante Rosario, don't let the door hit you where the Lord split you.
My guy is Dustin Keller. He was the only guy on the Jets going into the season that you thought might actually be a really valuable fantasy football tight end. Or fantasy football receiving option.
Yeah.
And now I'm saying not only sit him, drop him, doesn't matter who's throwing the ball to him. The Jets suck, and I don't think either Tebow or Sanchez is just going to be dumping off to a tight end.
Yep,
So I'm saying get rid of Dustin Keller.
Get rid of everybody on the Jets, especially Dustin Keller.
Yes. All right, that's what we think about the tight end position. Tell us what you think. Jim at SuicideFantasySports.com, Eric at SuicideFantasySports.com. Check us out Monday nights, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Instead of going all over the web to try and figure out what to do in fantasy football, listen to Fantasy Football Overload, watch our YouTube videos, you will win your league.
And if you missed the show live, you can always download the podcast anytime during the week and hear hours and hours of entertainment and knowledge.
There you go. That's what we think. Butts and butts giving it to you. See you next week.